Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you thought that match of the week was going to be Chiefs vs. Direwolves, you're wrong, because TM taking on AV has been a great game to watch so far, except for the bottom lane. We don't talk about that lane anymore.
It's been absolutely hilarious to watch, honestly, Fish, because normally bottom lane in O's is a coin flip. People run down their level 4, someone wins or loses, and then the game just snowballs out of control. But at the moment, what we're seeing is just peace signs everywhere. Like, just let them farm to 3 items, but the top side of the map is popping. Like, people are throwing themselves at each other, and that game, Praedyth, was a big benefactor.
Yeah, Ben, that guy on your screen as we head into the Champions Select for the 3rd game of this match, it could be his final professional game in Oceania. He's already said publicly that he's most likely going to retire.
He also has to play the Promo Rallo tournament next week as well, guys.
True.
So let's, like, he's not
So
dead.
last OPL,
Yes.
like regular split game, so to speak.
Potentially. Unless, you know, another team needs a mercenary. In which case, I'm sure T-Gun, first person on the list.
The Goon will step back in, you know, try to pick up his competitive victory. If they win this one, he'd be a very happy man.
He certainly would be, and he should be happy. I mean, it's been a pretty rough split, and even rough year for him, because XR5 obviously didn't do all that well either, Fish.
Nope.
But he's been playing pretty well at the moment.
He has been. Again, though, his Blitzcrank gets banned out. So no Blitzcrank for the Goon. Kalista, as well as Rakan and Lucian are the 3 bans from TM, with Maokai, Karma, and Blitz taken away by AV. TM, you'd expect them to pick up Gragas here. I was going to say maybe Twitch.
No, I think Gragas is a great pick because they've been using it in the jungle. We also saw second round that all the top laners got taken off the board last time around. And if Twitch goes, like, there are other hyper carries in the game. Just play Tristana and protect the 80 carry comp. I don't think that's a big deal at all, Fish.
Tristana was one of AV's bans last match, I believe. They should go back towards the Cogmore.
Or Cog Lulu. I'm going to call it early, but confident. I think this will be a Lulu pickup.
Will we see a Twitch Janna return from TM? What interesting change in events here. The Cogmore was locked in for AV, and now they're going to get Lulu.
I, for one, am shocked. Maybe they won't go for it. Maybe they'll go like Jarvan or something along those lines. No, they don't. They just go for the Lulu. Ooh, this would go. Yeah, this is good. Thresh Tristana. That's what I want to see. Get in there, brawl them. I mean, it probably isn't going to happen because the scaling did work last game. But I just want to see no more coin. Nah.
What a change in events here, Spawn. Janna gets locked in for Tegan.
I feel like a kid having a tantrum. I'm like stomping my feet. I was so excited that they were going to go towards.
Hello.
I was so excited that they were going to go towards a Thresh pickup. But, you know, Janna very strong in the current meta. What I was trying to say is the Korean VO Twitch.
Of Twitch?
Where, what's hello in Korean?
An녕하세요?
No,
I can't say it.
Yeah, neither can I. But that is the best skin ever on the Korean server.
The best VO?
Yeah.
I have to change my voice pack for Twitch into the Korean Twitch.
Yeah, but if anyone picks Rumble, go straight back to the English version. Because Rumble on Korean and Chinese server is Super Galaxy Rumble. Ooh. High-pitched voice. Very high-pitched voice.
Corki is the lock-in for AV, so Triple is on a high-impact champion in this match. They might ban out Caston here. Elise is the man from TM. Cassiopeia taken away.
I don't think that Shock's going to play Caston.
Okay.
I'd be impressed if he did, but I think that Galio's a smart pickup. He obviously played it very well last game. That was actually the difference in a couple of the big fights, getting that Galio ultimate, and they agree, so they take it away.
Canada does have a decent match into the Corki as well.
I think he plays Orianna. Yep.
Orianna does well into Corki.
Orianna Gragas. Also, Orianna always has done well into Cogmore, because as Cogmore, you have to very much concentrate on where your attack moving. Otherwise, Orianna just pops you.
Well, let's see. Final ban for TM. It's going to be Sejuani. So
I
targeting
like that.
Sybil's champion pool.
I think that's very smart. Obviously, they're not all that stressed about series after that game. They feel that in a Renekton matchup, that they can just go back towards Kled. In Jax, I mean, I'm sure they have something else.
Gragas. They pick up Jax, just put Prey there for
Malphite.
Ooh. No.
Why not?
Don't want to see any rocks in this game.
Like
Jarvan is picked up by Series O. You like Malphite top lane?
I do.
Can he win any matchups at the moment?
I mean, I think he beats Jax. I'm actually 100% sure he beats Jax.
I thought Jax would just crush him.
How?
Leap strike on his face, smack him with the lamp, run away. You're good.
Yeah, and that takes a lot of mana. Shen also was big, and they did ban it out in game 2. Obviously not able to in this game.
Oh, I don't like this.
Why
It
not?
was protect the prey, the team composition last game. Hard to protect the Shen.
Nah, Shen's got a good line.
Bring back Fled.
Nah, I think this is fine.
I'm really curious to see what Shock is going to play. Stop.
I mean, Zillion is available.
Zillion is left up. That's something we wanted to see in game 1. Oh, do it. TikTok Shock. Lock it in. And we're going to get a Zillion this game.
TikTok Shock is on the clock. This is great. He's actually a really good solo queue player. I have, for those that
He's
don't
top
know,
10,
one
isn't
of my guilty pleasures is to just sit at home and watch High Elo O solo queue. I do it all the time, and Shock is in a lot of the games, and I think he's pretty good. They once again going back towards a split pusher for series. He had a good game on Jax game 1.
I'm really curious to watch this matchup again because the only breathing room series really got was level 1, where Praetor must have made a mistake that we didn't see on camera.
Yep.
So now I want to see if Praetor is able to dominate him very early, because that would change how this matchup works.
I completely agree. I think that especially if the junglers get up there, Gragas early game, in my opinion, is still one of the best junglers. E-Flash into the combo just does so much damage, Fish, and he's surprisingly tanky because of the Drunken Rage. Shock is just going to be able to scale up this game. Probably shouldn't be in all that much danger of dying.
Yep, he'll be fine.
And he's going to make Low go incredibly quickly. Like, Low's going to be fast. if Low moves towards Janna, he's going to be real fast.
He is.
He's going to make fast things look not fast.
2 lives as well. So, so the exact same team composition from both teams. TM playing a very heavy protect the 80 carry. AV playing a 4 threat with Lulu team comp.
Yep. I mean, Sybil wasn't really a threat last game.
True.
I think he only, even game 1, I think he only did like 2,700 damage.
He was an EQ Jarvan.
No, he was an R Jarvan. He did not hit an EQ. He was just an R Jarvan, as Aegon would like to point out. Got a couple of posters in there, however, not all that much else. And you can see T-Gun, eyes closed, looks very focused, Fish.
He wants it.
The last chance he's going to get this year at picking up an OPL series win. See whether he can do it.
All of TM's points this split have been based off map wins. And until yesterday, they were tied with Regicide in points. They've won so many maps in the OPL, but they've never gone the distance to actually win a best-of-3 series.
And we've stuck with the meta, obviously.
Oh, no.
I was waiting for the 80 carries to take it the step further. I wanted the 80 carry rejuve beads. Obviously, they don't build into anything, so it would have been quite pointless.
Can you pick it up? Oh, you can pick it up with Targons.
Pick it up. Come on, mate.
Oh, goodness sake. I mean, Caitlyn at her current nerf form could probably do it. I don't think any other champions have that luxury.
Oh, Low's in some trouble. He's being run down. That is the most action we will see out of this bottom lane.
Get him! I feel like I'm at like a, a young kid's football game where you're just sitting on the side and it's a big scuffle. 10 people are running after the same ball. There's no strategy, no tactics, and you're just yelling at everyone to do good. That's the bottom lane at the moment. You just yell at them, yeah, go, hit the minions, hit each other. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but the difference is that one of those kids is going to grow up to be a 6'4" linebacker that will absolutely destroy people in the future. And, either the Twitch or Cogmore could realize that dream today, Fish.
But only one.
Most likely.
The other guy gets a desk job and does your finances.
Yeah, gets told to retire.
Really
from
fit,
his
though.
Little League coach.
Very strong fit man. Unfortunately, does taxes. AV going to start top side of the map. We'll be taking down red buff first.
Ooh, is this going to be a cheesy gank top lane?
Well, we saw this start out of, I believe, SKT last night, where Jarvan picked up red, went straight towards... No, they started at blue. Sorry. So that's wrong already. This is why I'm a player of ACAST, so I shouldn't talk about things I've watched.
Okay, but what did they do? I'm still interested.
They took blue, they went straight to red, and then completely counter-jungled Zac for the entire game and kept them level down.
Cool.
Gave all 3 of their lanes priority, but They started on blue side, not on red side.
Blank must have been doing that because Peanut did not have a good performance.
They did not.
Score also didn't have a good performance after game number 2. You can see that it's an EW Gragas. Counter-Strike is picked up for series, which gives him some good trading priority until the dodge field comes out.
And that was the point where Praetor fell, when he hit level 2. So he survived that part of the lane and has teleported.
Well, he's got a pushing huge. So right now, even if series wanted to, he couldn't fight Praetor. Yep. There's just too many creeps there, Fisher. And a little bit of a wasted ward on the corner. He will be able to spot him if he comes around, but of course, we know that Jarvan is bottom side of the map.
Yep. Counter-Strike from Series does get the stun, but that's just so he can farm. Good taunt. He's going to get a good trade for this, and Series is at half health.
Yeah, that's a great trade. Pulls the sword through him, gets the grass proc, all 3 orders as well. Unfortunately, it's in that awkward position that it's a little bit too close to the turret. You can't walk forward and auto properly. But Praetor doesn't give up cannon creeps. That's good. I like to see that.
Yeah, Atlas would be proud. Series is going to take 3.
Good
All his
shield
abilities. Counter-Strike comes through. Going to leap strike on him. That's going to be a taunt, and that's another bad trade for Series. Even pulled into the creeps.
So Praetor's playing this much better this time around. As you can see, Series has no potions left, is chugging them, and actually has called Sybil up so early into this matchup.
That was expiring.
Series needs to, Praetor needs to be able to read this one.
We'll see him, spots him out, now trying to run away. Counter-Strike comes through, flashes for the stun. Sybil holds onto flag drag, flashes into it as well. Perfect. Oh no, very close to a disaster. The first blood is picked up by Series.
Yeah, really nicely done. Praetor needed to flash straight away so he didn't get stunned there. The couple of extra seconds for sure cost him his life. And now with that first blood, as well as all these turret, minions hitting the turret, that's going to be bad news for the top laner of TM Gaming.
Yeah, he's gone back to base, got a Ruby Crystal for himself, so he'll be a 400 gold exactly behind Series. That should be fine in terms of experience for now. Series uses that money to get the extra purchase of a longsword.
Potentially walk it back to lane as well, which means that he will be a little bit down in experience, but also will have the TP to get somewhere else on the map. Very important against Shen. We saw Praetor's first ultimate, the game 1, was able to get good things done. Shock misses a couple of creeps again.
Misses the cannon creep again. But into this matchup, triple should have priority against the Zillion.
I like this. You can see that Ward has already gone out, and topside is going to fight again, but leaps away.
Yep, only will spot out that pink ward and clear it out for his teammate.
This should give Praetor another cheeky shop if he wants it, Fish. Don't know if he would have picked up enough gold to turn that into a Balmy Cinder. Oh, he will. So he can get a Balmy Cinder shop in right now if he wants.
He's actually dead even thanks to this pushing wave and a level up as well. But let's see what he does. For now, though,
kind of frozen off turret.
Puts a ward down, just spots out any cheeky business coming out from Sybil. He should be fine to push this one in. Shock's not having a good time in this mid lane. He's out of mana. He's still level 5, so he can't just ult himself. Oh, Shock. No. No. Why?
He really needs a shop in here. As you said, no mana, not really CSing all that well without mana. Zillion does get to a point where he just mindlessly double bombs a wave and takes everything out. However, is suffering a little bit at the earlier stage of this game.
Ooh, teleports back in.
That's bold. Onto a creep. Triple mucks it up anyway.
Boom. That's a lot better. Meanwhile, action bottom lane. This is a first. Low taking quite a bit of damage. Turns around. Why would you turn around? Pops the barrier. Gets the shield. Big expunge. Now they turn around again. Good heals. Flash ball from Jay. Heal from Tegan. Sybil jumps into the back lines and Tegan just watches helplessly as his little pet rat gets destroyed.
Yeah, it certainly does. The jungler being there comes up to be the big difference. You can see all the summoner spells are burnt apart from Blinky's flash, but that is a huge creep wave that would crash. Otherwise, TM's bottom lane would have been up quite a distance in this, Fish.
Yeah, Tegan's going to get a bit of extra gold for his Ardent Sensor, but you're right. Big play from AV. Now 2 kills ahead. Over 1,000 gold up as well, very early into the game.
Yep.
Sybil's been having a big impact in the jungle. Both top lane and bottom lane have benefit.
Yeah, it hasn't had a great series so far, Sybil, but this game looks to be the difference. See whether he can continue that. Only is being outpaced in the farm. Didn't get his Balmy Cinder early on. Instead went for the trackers. As well as the fact that Series has changed up his build and gone for the Tiamat nice and early this time, Fish.
Yeah. There's a counter-strike from Series again. Taunt should come out from Praetor there. Decides not to re-engage. How about fighting in their respective windows? Catalyst was picked up by Shock in the mid lane. He's going for his Rod of Ages, you'd have to assume.
However, he's 18 CS behind again.
Triple stars. Boy, yeah. Still has his teleport. Still staying healthy in this lane.
Yeah, and bullying him around quite steadily, Fish.
Shock will get blue buff though, so this is where he can start to
Lowe's
unload.
nearly dead again.
They go into Jake. They get good damage up, but Lowe is going to get taken down here very easily, and now T-Gun's in trouble. What were they thinking?
I mean, they were calling for Praetor's ultimate. You can see that he stepped back up, and T-Gun's kind of like, what is going on?
Oh.
I don't know, even with Praetor's ultimate, whether they would have survived through that. But now a huge discrepancy bottom lane.
Yep, I think with the ultimate and another round of T-Gun's shield, he would have been fine, but that was a big misplay.
Yeah, it certainly was. So that's the second big wave we've watched crash below.
That's the exact criticism we had of Praetor, which is we didn't see good standing Unitas from him.
Yep. He backed away, so he wasn't going to get interrupted, and even the shield just might have been enough, Fish. We'd already mentioned the fact that there were no summoner spells bottom lane apart from Blinky's Flash. So they need to clean up their play now if they have any hope of coming back into this one. They're 2,000 gold down at only 8 minutes. You can see big shops coming through for Triple, and the game's getting into dangerous territory.
Triple's got that package available with Phage as well as Sheen. Still has his Trinity Force. Sorry, his teleport. Blasting one has been picked up by Shock, so he'll start to clear out these waves a bit more effectively, but the damage already been done by Triple. That delayed the Rod of Ages for quite a bit.
Yep.
Okay. It's being cheeky.
Decided he wanted to take a turret shot. Don't really know why, but
Killed the entire wave. Almost.
certainly did. Tried to sneak his jungler through mid lane as well. Didn't work. So Sybil will be spotted out. We'll crash into only here. Sybil has a lead on both items as well as experience. Has the Cinder Hulk completed, as well as being level 7. They know exactly where he is. Potentially could have cut him off here.
Thrown out by the ward. He just blast cones over. They still want to cut him off. Like, Jonah's rotating up. They don't get it.
Yep.
And Navy are playing this early game quite well. We saw them do this last round. There's the submarine that you want out of Twitch. We'll get on top of Jake. There's the Wild Grow, keep himself alive. No flash available.
What?
Oh, that's poor play from Praetor. He got greedy. He wanted both taunts. Doesn't work that way, my friend. And that completely botches the play once again.
Jake doesn't have flash. Had already used the heal as well as the ultimate, Fish. And Praetor, as you said, he went for the 2-for-1 special and got 0.
Trades in the mid lane. Shock looking to try and take down Triple here. Does have ultimate available.
That's really poor play out of Praetor. Has to teleport back to top lane as well. Oh, just, you hate to see it.
It's disappointing. First the botch stand Unitas,
And
now
now
he's
he
being
gets
shoved off his turret.
Shoved off the turret. So he uses TP, and he's still going to give up the first turret.
Jake does get caught out by Only here, but it's only T-Gun in the bottom lane to try and stop him. We'll burn his flash again, so that's going to be off cooldown. Low is trying to sneak in, waiting for the body slam. Early heal to give the speed up to Only for a brief second. Flash Tornado does have Flash Steal himself as well as Barrier.
Yeah, they needed to get something there, Fish. You could see how desperate they are because Praetor still isn't able to get anywhere near this turret. It's going to fall down. You can see already that they've started up the Rift Herald, so that was really the last roll of the dice. They need to shut down bottom lane and be able to trade back. Instead now, Series is absolutely monstrous. 20 CS as well as a turret up with that first blood gold. Unless this game goes incredibly late, this is over for TM.
And don't get me wrong, the taunt flash from Praetor there, it's a big play. Jake's not going to fall him. Maybe the poison might be enough, but Low is being pummeled by the Twitch. Sorry, by the Cogmore, and has to be very careful.
Yep.
Only stops side of the map. Taunt misses from
another
Praetor there.
taunt.
He just leap strikes away, and that play, he can get both taunts. If you hit Jake with the early part and flash on the Blinky and hit him with your hitbox, you get both taunts. He didn't get either, so the flash was too short. And at most, they might get a flash from Blinky, but I think he was healthy enough to stand and deliver.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think that the play there is to focus down the support first, who brings so much utility into the lane. and then worry about the AD carry if you want to continue the play. Instead, they went for both of them. I mean, it was very confusing, Fish.
Very greedy play.
Yep.
Maybe we'll go back to base. Wits End and Arden says has been picked up by their bottom lane. So big power spike for AV at the moment.
Can see obviously not going to be the same for Low and T-Gun because they've stuck around for one more shove.
And now Arden Sensor helps out AV in so many different ways. Triple as well benefits. Series and Sybil as well, they benefit. They're both auto attack based champions. This team comp from AV is put together really well, but the TM early game has just been shocking.
Yeah, and really confusingly shocking because it shouldn't have been. I mean, Shen dying, that was okay. He should have flashed earlier. I mean, you can say whatever you want about that one. It was just a good execution on a gank. What was really strange was all that's happened since then. Dragon will be started up.
Only gives him a nice leash. They back off, AV. They don't want to risk it. Oh no, just leashing it out for now. Making it harder for Only to go for the steal if he wants. Shouldn't be burning his flash for anything here. Easy Dragon pick up by AV.
Yeah, it's only a mountain. I don't think that you're really wanting to contest that one at this stage of the game. And see that Shock, he's doing fine now in this mid lane.
Yep.
Losing blue buff, however, will hurt him, and that looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. Series is just counter jungling. Ken can't do anything about it.
Praetor so far behind. 3,900 to 5,700.
Yeah, he is nearly the gold gap at the moment.
Yep. It's not looking good for TM, and it's their last chance for Tegan to pick up a win in the regular split of the OPL. Shock pops his ultimate. Not going to die. So that's going to send him back to base. In fact, Sybil still wants it. Flashes on him. Gets the Cataclysm at the perfect time.
Yeah, Stan United available. There's still tools they could have had to keep him alive there. Don't really know what's going on communication-wise from TM right now. You know, keeping Shock alive and Sybil in a Cataclysm there. Especially with the dodge field. Fish probably could have been useful. Don't know.
It's not going well. They're slowly falling further and further behind. This lane in the bottom lane is completely in Blinky and Jake's favor.
I mean, they're pretty rapidly falling behind, to be brutally honest. They're 5,000 gold at the moment. Series looking for another one-on-one.
Gets the dodge field out, so Brave can still taunt away, holding on to that leap strike, waiting to see if he tries to taunt out. Low is going invisible, unloads onto Blinky, gets good damage, only is close behind. But they can't take anyone down. Trinity Force and Sork Boots picked up by Triple. AV are well and truly online, just 15 minutes in.
I mean, Triple is ahead of the clock by 10 CS at the moment. We're about to strike over to 15 minutes. And he's on 163 CS. This is what happens when someone does not have to base unless he is on package timings. And yeah, he's an absolute monster at the moment. But Shock hasn't done all that badly, Fish. I mean, it's not really his fault.
It's a losing
150 CS. 15 minutes is absolutely fine if you're Shock.
It is a losing lane for Zillion. The only poor thing for him is that his outer turret is gone, thanks to natural pressure.
I think that's what happens when Sybil has so much more presence on the map. And you can see now that Triple, with the package, is able to make his way into the bottom lane.
Yeah, all three outer turrets are going to be gone. AV
9,000 gold up.
A nice lead. Rift Herald's even being popped in the bottom lane for good measure.
6,000, I meant to say.
Hello, Harold.
I think it's a girl now. We have to come up with a girl name. Like, Harold is a boy's name, traditionally.
Right, Benji is suggesting Helga.
Yeah, Helga's the same, I think. I mean, I don't mind what it is. I'm just saying we need one. We can see.
Gets a charge
Helga has got a charge onto that tower.
Oh, slaps Tegan as well. Just takes him out with the turret. Whoop, purple hands. You were the one telling me this. When he has purple hands, run away.
Just back away. You don't have to run away. I mean, when you're doing it in the pit, all you have to do is back away and it puts itself on 180 and you can get behind it. There's quicker ways to do it. You can walk through Herald as well. But better safe than sorry most of the time.
Triple waiting in Fog of War here in case Praetor tries to step around, and he does. Counter-Strike lands. Good dodge feel from Praetor as he taunts himself out.
Yep. Very nicely done there for Praetor. However, turret will still be under pressure.
Shock's making his way up. TM might go for a play here. Praetor takes big chunks of damage. Ultimate available for Shock if he goes low enough.
Yeah, a little bit strange that. A little bit strange that they didn't commit a little bit harder there, Fish. You can see now Triple spotted out in the jungle by Only.
Ping's on the way bottom from Sybil. He wants to make a play onto Tegan. Blue gets
Lowe's
his
in
back
trouble.
cancelled, slowed down, goes into stealth mode. They jump on Tigger. Good tornado again from the TM support.
Yep.
He's a Q Janna.
I mean, he's also used his E a little bit.
It's a QE Janna.
But ultimately, this game is going to become harder and harder for them to win right now, TM, because they're losing the split push. Shen needs to be able to stay toe-to-toe with Jax and then be able to join fights for this comp to have any kind of success, and that's not going to be the case. Mid lane is going to slowly start losing just because of how Shock's kind of set himself up in this game. And then the bottom lane is so damn far behind Fish.
I mean, what is the way TM come back? Because that top side of the map
Picks.
is not going to anymore. Low is on top of Blinky.
Shen ult, yeah.
Submarine play. Big heal comes out. Blinky. Oh, no! He flashed into the wall. Poor puppy.
I mean, there you go. That's how you get into the game. Someone has to make a mistake.
Oh,
However,
this
now
happens.
only kind of being caught out.
It's fine. Pops the ultimate. We'll be able to get back out. Shock stays there for good measure.
But that's a perfect play. I mean, with Twitch in stealth, you should be able to submarine multiple times during the mid game. You could see that they pushed out far enough, although Praetor, you need to back in a brush at least and not on top of a ward, because now you just lose so much CS and experience.
Yeah, Shock's forced to go up to try and defend that turret. There's a counter wave, so he won't lose too much experience, but Series will be happy, gets more auto attacks on the turret.
Yep.
And yeah, this Jax lane is going to be forever in Series' favor now. The Shen's way too far behind to deal with him. He's always going to be one step ahead of him.
Yep.
Big items power spike for Blinky as well. Wits End and Hurricane, whereas Twitch just has the BF sword with the Hurricane. That's going to be a big team fight for TM. It almost feels like AV have to make a mistake for TM to try and get back in
another
this game.
mistake, because they already made the mistake. Blinky flashed into a wall. So they need more than one Fish. They need a 5v5 mistake or a mistake around the Baron pit that gets himself back in.
But that's at least a 300 gold, bit of 300 gold, and maybe putting Blinky back another 300,
Yep.
so 600 gold swing. TM need to do that at least 3 more times to get back in the game. I'm thinking maybe a big Baron mistake from AV, or getting 2 kills instead of 1. That might be what TM needs.
Yeah. Push into a turret maybe.
They need something off the back of these picks, basically.
But the way that they need to do it is they need to generate something through the Cogmore stealth into the Shen ultimate. Because really, Shock's just going to be there on wave clear duty. I honestly don't think it's a bad thing that Shock was matching Series there, because he's able to clear the wave much quicker than Series is able to push in. And hopefully it'll keep the turret a little bit more healthy.
I also think Shock has a surprising win condition as well. If he gets a double bomb onto Triple and Blinky, with Low spraying with his ultimate,
Yep.
that could swing a team fight. It's almost as effective as a big shockwave.
Yeah, it certainly is. I mean, Zillion does surprising amounts of damage throughout the mid game before he kind of falls off and becomes an ulti bot. Low's looking for it again.
One auto attack onto Jake. Oh, he got 1 crit. Give me 2. No.
I mean, got the ult for the ult. That's all he's really looking for. Eventually, that pressure will turn into he's going to be able to burn summoner spells, especially when that IE has been picked up. Looks like it's going to be a change from Blinky. He's going towards what looks to be Blade of the Ruined King.
Bork going to be picked up by Series as well. Triple
finally.
damage item.
Hey, Fish, what's Pugmore's favorite item?
What is it, Swan? Bork.
Working on the dad joke. I think that's hilarious, by the way. I don't care. Tweet at me. I'm happy. I'm more than happy to have feedback on that one.
Rapid fire cannon's been complete by Triple, so he's a very strong Corki at the moment. Oh, is he gonna package straight on the Shen? Do it! Jump on Praetor's
I don't know whether he
face.
can really kill him.
Try.
He still is a Titanic Hydra, Shen. He's got himself some tabbies, as well as the makings of a Thornmail in that bramble vest. And Triple has got TP as well as a package, so he can split down here. But I think this is the lane assignments that TM would be very happy with. I think that they need to somehow figure out how to get Jax back into the Shen matchup.
Not only just, presses his buttons. That's some Michael Hings play.
Hey, come on. He's not even here to defend himself. Hings doesn't even play Gragas. Oh, as we see a little bit of an engage onto Shock. Needs to be careful here.
Does get bobbed, and he's very low.
What is he
Only
doing?
will get good damage here.
Oh,
Ultimate thrown the wrong way. Sybil
Flash
now
on him.
joins. That's a bomb on your self-shock, not the way you meant to play that one. Sybil now forced to flash the ball. Only's going to continue chasing him down. Gets him with the flash body bomb.
And this
Big
is
play.
what we were saying. I don't think this is the lane assignments that they're looking for, because even Triple's kind of losing out on that one. He will get access to the turret.
He's going to be able to take it down thanks to Trinity Force. Someone's rapid fire cannon.
But
on the way pings for Baron, though.
Yeah, still another pick. Only potentially caught out, however, with shock there. Not really all that dangerous. That was nice from Jake.
Oh, gets him in the taunt, but just way too much damage coming out of Triple.
Why did he go back towards Triple instead of towards T-Gun?
Yeah, I think he thought he had the shield coming up. Sneaky, sneaky.
Flash on him. He's still got flash. We'll do it anyway.
Hello. Triple doesn't want to say hi. He's not happy.
Yeah, potential Baron play is here. Low bottom lane. Hasn't had a shop in a while, and you can see teleport coming in now.
There you go. He's barking away at the Baron.
Important that he doesn't use W here, though.
Double teleport from AV, and that Baron is dead.
Yeah.
No one's close enough. Tiga tries to run to the pit. You're very squishy.
You can potentially get a fight here. Nah, T-Gun's use ult. Now they shouldn't look to fight.
They can't. Maybe
It's a
try and
good
force,
disengage.
though. Oh, they don't. Sybil just drags in. Doesn't pop the ultimate.
Yep, no, that's a very nice disengage coming out of TM there. As soon as Low kind of showed bottom lane without TP, that was going to be the Baron started up. So the mistake that they were hoping for isn't available, Fish. Even though series overextended, Praetor did it on the other side of the map. And I feel like this game, at least game 2 and 3, has really been dictated by which top lane doesn't die. Let's use the word die.
I agree. And Praetor has not looked comfortable on the Shen. T-Gun going to be able to escape from series here. But that's the Gunblade. I mean, the Bilgewater Cutlass shot at his face. I'm not sure how that works, but...
Threw a sword at him.
Gave him scurvy.
Hamstrung him. But that's a slow. Just smacked him across the Achilles, although Janna flies, so I don't understand really how that helps. You know what? I agree with you. Don't understand how it works. I should have stuck with you at the first place, Fish. Never again will I doubt you.
Excellent. Plan is... Damn it. I was going to say, going according to plan. Completely butchered
Plan
that one.
is going to plan.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Plan is going
to
to
plan
according.
afterwards. We can see that Triple going towards Infinity Edge now.
People are fighting top lane. Blinky's just slowly harassing this turret. Flash away from Triple.
Nice. Shows some good respect there.
Jumps
Only
straight
didn't have
back
his
over.
flash. Although now they're committing on the other side of the
Oh,
map.
look at Low in the back line. Sprayduff going to get the taunt finally.
Blinky
living with next to no help. He does die. The poison. He's got his hand on his head. 2 kills picked up by Low. Teleport straight back down bottom lane from Shock.
What a great play out of Low, however. That's exactly what they needed. You can see lots of the turret damage going down. Triple able to pick that one up, as well as mid lane turret falling. Although, hello.
Get another pick on the series. Suddenly that's a kill onto Tegan.
That's all right. He needs some gold as well.
And no Baron to take.
And he actually picked up Mikhail's this time around. So I think that this game will eventually get better.
Okay.
Because there's only so much you can split push Fish. Eventually, Jackson and Corky are going to have to be in the same fight. And this Twitch is sneaky, sneaky.
Still a few items behind Blinky, but you'd have to think without shopping yet. Logan gets some. Triple does charge on in to defend that mid lane outer turret.
Yeah, that's a problem, is it? Triple gets 2 crits on him, he's just going to die. So they need to know about the triple crit win condition.
It's got no exhaust, makes it a bit easier for them.
Certainly does. However, no exhaust on both sides.
Here we go.
This is a really nice play.
Hello.
Gets up right in their face, continues to march forward, actually flashes him forward as well. That's what you want to see out of your Protect the Twitch 80 carry comp. The willingness to flash forward to secure themselves 2 kills. And Low is actually real animated. He just gave them a let's go boys. But
do it for Brad.
A little bit more aggressive language.
No, it definitely was not do it for Brad.
But it seems weird, right? The game doesn't seem fair at the moment, because if you go up by 8,000 gold, the game should be over. However, we are saying there's a legitimate win condition, which is at Twitch as soon as he gets his next crit item.
Not far from it.
He certainly is not. He's about 1,000 gold off.
But who stops series from smacking this turret now?
No one.
He's
And you let it go down.
11.
You want to fight on the Nexus. That's why Baron being taken was actually a blessing. Yep, this is all they can do. Rotate the really quick Zillion around. Make sure that Praetor's getting some farm, so eventually he'll be useful. Unfortunately, it is not today. And you can see that Low is starting to do some very serious damage. Shock, stop taking damage off low.
AV tank up this turret. They deal no damage to it. Cogmore, yes, can siege well. Doesn't do much damage to turrets. Fortunately, you need AP or AD to do that. It's an attack speed champion. You don't.
Yeah,
Praetor's starting to trade well against Series.
Yeah, I mean, Praetor, as soon as he gets a couple more items, will be, you know, a brick. Not really going to move all that much. The problem is that Series just jumps into the jungle and heals up. But Praetor can use the fountain for a similar effect. And they need to catch out Triple or get a surprise team fight up here.
Ooh, good start to him.
Yeah, he's boom though.
He's going to have enough to throw out another couple of bombs. Clears out the wave, makes it hard.
They're looking for the play bottom, so they want to pick Jax. I don't know if that's the case. I think they should try and pick Triple. If Triple dies, they can just march up mid lane. Still looking for Jax. Not going to find him. But look at their vision wards. This is really good play out of TM. AV obviously have got themselves in this situation. They should win this game. 8,000 gold up. You can see another Zeal item going to come out for Triple. He's going to have himself that 80% crit build. Bork nearly done for Blinky, so he's also well and truly on his way. Series got the 3 offensive items. If anyone even looks at low, he dies. So they need to keep him safe fit.
Triple's level 18. What the heck? Again, it's not... Blinky's not the hyper carry. Look at mid lane.
Yeah, well, no, Triple has legitimately been the carry the last 2 games. Looking for Shock. Here we go.
Jumps on top of his face, speeds himself up. Half health. Good trade.
Actually, really nicely played out of Shock there.
Sidesteps everything.
Yeah, just quick. Moves like Jagger.
We do have the triple crit item for Low, so he's gonna annihilate people if he gets the jump.
So this is the thing, right? If Low gets an Ardent Sensor and the speed up from Shock, he will destroy someone. However, he has to be able to find them by themselves at this point. I still don't think he's got enough to, you know, win the big 5v5 team fight. Although maybe he does, because really only Sybil has any tank items.
Yep.
And he didn't go Bork. Joke. Not effective anymore.
XD.
Went
Rage
for
Blade.
Ginsu's.
He's just sitting on the Vamp Scepter for now, taunting you. He knew that you'd talk about it. Caster's Curse. Unlucky. Rite of Ages was complete a long time ago for Shock, but that's fully stacked now with Morale
Going towards Death Cap. Like that.
Pure AP.
Just needs the big speed up as well as the maximum health revive because Twitch has now grabbed himself the red. I think he should go get a red pot as well because Baron is 40 seconds from being up. And let's just fight. Big, give it one more. One front to back. Big old brawl
one
for
more
Tiga.
For Brad. Let's see if it does happen. Low is still stealthing around the map. Static ship. Bang. He's on top of a ward now, so needs to be careful. Praetor is still bottom lane, 2 levels behind Series. Found Sybil. They get some damage into him.
He does good damage. Here we go. Got sped up.
We're trying to get that blue
Low
buff.
got that. Not Low.
Blinky.
Shock. Did Blinky
Did Shock
get it? Oh. I thought Shock got it with the second bomb. No, Blinky got it. You're right. I'm wrong.
Praetor's getting destroyed by Series bottom lane, though. He might fall to a solo kill. Got to be very careful. Redemption from downtown comes out. Keeps him nice and healthy, but even through that, he can't fight. Series can't make his way in towards the base, and they lose another turret topside of the map.
Yeah, and the problem is now that Series is in the base, he's free hitting, he's going to get all that health back. They need to send multiple people down here, and now they can just do the Baron. That's a bad call out of TM. They really should have looked to fight here.
Yep. Drop your inhibitor. Go for the fight. Worry about that later.
You're a 5v5 team comp. Eventually, you need to force them to fight you when they're not completed items and you're really only halfway through your build. I think that was probably the best opportunity they had.
But instead, Baron buff's picked up by AV. They're now over 10,000 gold in the lead.
Now you're just hoping for the 45-minute win condition.
Hoping for a mistake.
Nah,
Shock doesn't hurt Sybil.
Yeah, you just... Oh, here we go, though. This guy will.
Gets good damage onto him. Poison stacks are ticking. No flag and drag, but he needs much more than that to kill the tank line, frontline tank.
Yep, probably needs the last Whisper now.
Triple is 1 item away from complete build on this Corki. Only is fairly tanky, but only 3 items for him. Sybil almost has his 4th. BF sword being picked up by Low now, so
interesting.
Bloodthirster?
Yep, so just wants to be able to kill the Corki as well as the Cogmore. I mean, that's a smart call. If he's hitting Sybil, probably going to lose the team fight anyway, because you would have to say that they will kill the tanks much quicker on the other side.
But this
Here we go.
Does make you
Here we
very
go.
tanky though. He's on top of Triple. Good damage. Gets it out. Low will be pummeled down, but Triple dies and Low goes on a rampage.
Certainly does, and that is what Low needs. And all of a sudden, Series, he's hitting the inhibitor, but can he actually get away now?
He probably can't, but look, top side of that. 3 members of AV are trying to take down that turret. Series should eventually fall here. He's just trying to buy some time for the rest of his squad, and he's doing a damn good job at that. Taunt finally connects, but top lane turret is dead. TM need to try and pull off a miracle fight here. Redemption coming through. That does not heal the inhibitor. Sybil will flash away from the tornado. Only looking to try and lock him down. Low's ignoring him. He's trying to get into the back line. Sybil will flag and drag away. Low picks up the kill eventually here. But still, TM lose a lot of their base for that.
They certainly do, but as I said, eventually they're going to get a 5v5 team fight, hopefully in their base fish, because you can see how much damage Low does at the moment. He opened up on Triple, and I think he 4-hit him. And unfortunately for Corki, he just doesn't get tankier as the game goes on. He does more damage, and you could see that Triple nearly 2-hit Low, but Low had the rest of his team behind him.
Yep. All the shields, all the other senses. They'll get a turret for this as well. So as much as they lose one, they pick one back for themselves.
They lost the inhibitor too, Fish.
Yep. Inhibitor's down. Kind of sucks, but at least TM can farm now.
Sneaky, sneaky.
He still wants these. Low needs to put up a big play.
Here we go. Where's the ulti?
Oh, Jake. Jake, don't do it. Don't go anywhere near the rat. Jake's almost going to die here straight away. Wild Growth comes out. Heal as well. Package straight on top of Low. Very, very low himself. But this might be the TM fight they want. Brayden already teleported in, but look at Series deep in the back lines.
That was
right
a miscommunication.
Low needs to get out of here somehow. He's still trying to wrap around. T-Gun does get stunned up. Low will go invisible, trying to stealth away. Good taunts come out. He needs to heal somehow, though. Series did spot him there. He's healing off of Scuttlecrab. Jumps on his face. The shutdown comes out. You hate to see it. Well, that's going to be lights out for TM here. Already losing 3 members, and Oli's trying to run away.
And all Low had to do was die, because Shock ulted him instantly, but it was not going to happen because he ran away, Fish. And now with only and Shock left alive, they are going to have to do the impossible. 30 seconds on their 80 carry. They need to withstand this siege.
Only's not even in the base. He's only now recalling, was interrupted by minions. Instant flash by Shock to get away from the counter-strike. But 15 seconds on Low. Redemption coming out for AV, and all the inhibitors down. They're already marching on the Nexus. Shock gets locked in a Cataclysm. Everyone jumps on top of him. Does ult himself. Only comes back up. Twitch will be back up shortly. They kill the AP carry. Only is going to fall here as well. Body slams back to the base. One Nexus turret left. That gets destroyed. Only the Nexus left up. And AV will be able to take down TM in game number 3.
So close for the TM Gaming lineup, but AV, they show their class. They show that they have some form going into the Gauntlet, Fish. It was a nail biter. These hyper carries are making for some exciting League of Legends, but Triple in the end just proved way too good.
Triple's been the shining light for AV for the longest time. Impressive performances last year, especially in the Gauntlet games against Sin. He looked like the Achilles heels to Ryoma and FBI in those matches.
Yep. He's going to have to do it again.
Puts up a big performance here today, too.
How big is that man's backpack? Because that is the question for the Gauntlet run of AV. Is how hard can Triple carry?
Fortunately for TM, they end regular split without a single win.
Did they take 4 maps?
They did take a lot of maps. I believe they took more than that.
No, they took 4 maps.
Yeah. So 4 points for them. They'll finish last place, and they'll head into Promorello as the last seed team.
So they will go straight into Promorello, of course. Yep. It's going to be Abyss taking on Regicide in that 6th versus 7th place match, and then someone else will join TM. However, I think that both Regicide and TM have probably played their 2 best games this split in the final week. So that makes for a very exciting Promorello series.
It hopefully does. And hopefully we'll be able to see them come back into the OPL. Tegan still smiles on his face. Everyone for AV is pretty happy. They're giving some big exaggerated handshakes.
It's got to be about maintaining eye contact and firm handshakes. That's what I've been told. I don't know what it means, but it's about maintaining eye contact and firm handshakes.
I think it was a Praetor there almost took out our camera guy as well. Slammed straight into him after shaking everyone's hands. But still, TM unfortunately don't pick up a single win. Hopefully we'll be able to see more of TM, but he's already said that should be his final professional game. But to break it down a bit further and send us into the next match, let's send it back to the analyst desk.
Wasn't enough. Wasn't enough.
No, I'm
so
sad.
close.
I thought no, it was okay.
Yeah. I'm going to get a feels bad man out there for T-Gun.
Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man.
I can comfortably say that TM look a lot better in these final 2 weeks of the OPL, though.
Yeah.
But
But they look real good in the first 3 weeks.
I would say
they
that's
looked very good in the first 3 weeks. That is true. But then, I mean, it's nice to see them finally come together because they were making good macro decisions, and I think they're going to take that into the relegation tournament.
Absolutely.
First 3 weeks, I was prepping for TM to make Worlds.
I think I was.
these trends continue.
I think I was on the desk with Jish. Or Jish said that team were the only team that were consistently improving week to week.
Yeah.
And yeah, I agree with you.
Well,
and one thing,
their coach Cyclone said that the tank meta really hit them hard and it took them a while to adjust. But this hypercarry meta that we're finding ourselves in, looking pretty
Low.
pretty good.
I've had some words about Low, but I think he's gotten a lot better.
Yeah.
I think he's especially that last game. He flashed forward, but
you love a flash forward.
Love a flash
Aaron
forward.
just the whole time listening to Choo Choo's in the room. Flash forward, flash forward, flash forward. I go, Choo Choo's, he's going to die,
yeah, but the
dude.
one time he does do it, he gets his.
It's true.
That's
it's
my.
true. All right, man. We'll
say
get to
that
it in a
later.
second. We'll get to it in a second because standing by with Sarian right now is AV's jungler. So let's throw it to them for the interview.
Thank you very much, guys. I'm standing here with Sybil after AV's win over TM. It was a bit of a wild series that was probably closer than you anticipated. What did you think of the team's performance today?
I'd say our performance today was probably on the better end of it. Like it was, I think TM played pretty well, considering they've been last place. So like they gave us a pretty good run, but yeah, it's like a pretty good performance today. Yeah.
Well, you won game 1, dropped game 2. Were there any uplifting or inspiring words said before you headed into that final match?
No, we just stayed focused. Like didn't just had to keep calm because it doesn't really mean much to lose a game right now. Like it's just about what we take from it. Yeah.
And you've got the gauntlet starting up next week. Does AV have a game plan heading into it, or will you just be aiming for the grand finals or taking each match as it comes?
The second one, because we can't. We're aiming higher, but we really just have to like take what's in front of us at the moment. Because some of the teams in the gauntlet are pretty good, and we're gonna have to work pretty hard this week if we want to, if we have a chance.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on today's win, Symbol, and thanks for talking to us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Sybil and Sarian. Some of the teams in the gauntlet are quite good.
Probably referring to Chiefs.
He wants a
fourth.
rematch. He wants to verse you guys again.
I'm joking. Just a bit of shade.
All right, let's talk about this game, shall we? Like you were saying, Choo-Choo, before I cut you off to go to the interview.
Yeah.
Low, much better from him.
Low. Yeah, definitely a lot more of an improvement. The Twitch, he played 3 games of Twitch, but this first play, he flashes forward and he opens up on Kog'Maw and Lulu and immediately makes a double kill. And Shen, as we talked about before, was really, you can definitely see that they practice Shen a lot, and he was immediately there to follow up. And this was really nice to see from like a player who's not really had the best performance when so many resources are put onto him by Cyclone.
While we're writing the praises of TM for those specific plays, you kind of also, in the same sense, have to write the praise of Avant. They executed their team comp really well. Yeah. So even when they're losing 2 members, like obviously losing 2 members like that is a bad thing. But they did execute their 1-3-1 really well. Like Corki was bot lane. Corki did take the inhib tower. And then that set up for Jax, I believe, taking the inhibitor later in the game. Yeah. So like while AV kind of was getting picked and was dying, they were executing their team comp and they played, I guess, like around their win conditions really well. Yeah,
something to note though is that if you are behind, it is if you do make a pick and you don't trade it for anything, that is really hard. Like that is very like the most ideal situation. So when you are behind, you do want to look to trade. So they traded 2 kills top and they lost the inhibitor tower bot lane. But that's what you really need to do from behind.
But in the same sense, TM force because AV has Baron at a specific point in the game. But as you can see, AV just execute their team composition. So here, you think it's all, oh, look at that crit. You think it's really, you think it's like a really good play here. You think it's a really good play and they're getting a lot of value off this. But in the end, ultimately, they lost their bot inhibitor, right? And it's like, yeah, sure, like we're going to get another pick on Jax, which is like, I guess, good for TM as well. But then what you don't see is in the top side of the screen, the top side of the map, AV's breaking open that that last inhib tower. So while, yes, like TM's getting value for their kills, I mean, not value, they're just making picks to stop the bleeding. They just can't seem to find enough of them to not lose anything while they're making the picks. And this was just because AV played the early game really well. Like, I think this was Sibol was probably the best early game of the series. Like,
Yeah.
I would confidently say that was his best game. So AV set themselves up for success. They executed on their comp. It wasn't the cleanest, but as you can see from those replays, it didn't matter if they were getting caught because they were trading for like an inhib top, an inhib bot, an inhib tower.
They could have saved top inhib though, because Jax was like, I mean, that inhib was already dead. By the time Corki fell, you probably could have comfortably called that, okay, bot inhib's down, run top. They sent 4 members to kill a Jax.
What, you let Jax get away?
Yeah, I think you have to.
Like Jax already took bot inhib. They literally 4 people ran down bot just to chase one kill, but they had the option to run top because they
Run top,
the pick,
fight top.
The pick gave them enough time to get top and defend top inhibitor, and they would have had only bot inhib down. But Shen built Titanic Hydra, and he was doing pretty good and I think the game stalled out for another 10 minutes. So I think there was just a miscommunication and a bad call.
So then, what have we learnt about these teams going into both Gauntlet and also Promorello? Is there anything you can take away?
Triple needs to carry. Like, Triple had amazing performances all 3 games. Like, it's what you expect, really.
Yeah.
Like, he's done it every week, except his Jace game against you guys. But this guy always does, like, amazingly.
Wow.
Shout out to Low.
Yeah.
Shout out to Low.
I mean,
Well, like, okay, the thing about Low here is this is what I want to see from Blinky on a comp like this. Because, like, Low probably... I guess Low has a lot more pure than Blinky, right? But, like, in the same sense, like, I really feel like if you're playing Cog Lulu, 13k is way too low. You have to be doing more damage than that. But they were executing the 1-3-1. It's hard. Looking at damage is just like obviously it's a raw, like it's a statistic.
Yeah.
But you have to like see the flow of the game. Like if you're executing a 1-3-1, your jungler, like you see Jarvan 3k damage, he's not going to do that much damage because all he's doing is grouping with Kog'Maw and Lulu, and they're just going to be hitting turrets. So sometimes it's a skewed way to look at things. But yeah, I'm really impressed with Low this game. And in the same sense, obviously we knew Triple is a monster, and yeah.
I mean, Low going into relegations looks really good. I know that they're versing Outlaws.
Yeah, which you cast that game. How are Outlaws looking?
Outlaws look really good. OCS has definitely improved a lot over the past year, so they have got some really good talent.
Caster bias.
It may be. I may be. I'm new to this, but but like, yeah. I mean, I can say after today that team will put up a good fight.
Yeah.
Outlaws look really good. Team looks much better today. Low, a player who I've called out a fair bit, finally has like a good game.
Yeah.
Bring it towards Relo.
Bit of a good series.
There we go.
And I guess since you've said TM, I'd say for AV, that's kind of one of those sloppy back to work ones. I know Sibol said in his interview that he was happy with the performance. He thinks TM played well, and yes, they did. But ultimately, I think if you go back and watch those games, as a top 4, top 5 contender, Gauntlet contender, I think you're not really happy with that series. I would say.
Yeah, they definitely wanted a clean 2-0. You're versing the bottom of the table, and you don't want to discredit TM. You would like to think that TM did play well, but then again, AV, you're versing, like, as he said, some of the best teams in the region, and this OPL split is very competitive.
All right. Well,
so I like to see how they go.
That rounds out our first series of the day. Yeah, AV proving too strong for TM, who did put up a pretty respectable fight in Game 2. We'll be back with our second series of the day as Direwolves take on Chiefs to sort out the gauntlet right after these highlights.
Flashes for the stun. Sybil holds onto flag drag, flashes into it as well. Perfect. Oh no! Very close to a disaster. The first blood is picked up by Sybil. Sybil now forced to flash well. Only's going to continue chasing him down. Gets in with the flash body bomb. And big play.
Now they're committing on the other side of the map.
Look at Low in the back line. Sprayduff going to get the taunt finally. Blinky living with next. No help. He does die. The poison. He's got his hand on his head. 2 kills picked up by Low. Good damage. Gets it out. Low will be pummeled down, but Triple dies and Low goes on a rampage. TM need to try and pull up a miracle fight here. Redemption coming through. That does not kill the inhibitor. Sybil will flash away from the tornado. Only looking to try and lock him down. Low's ignoring him. He's trying to get into the back line. Sybil will flag and drag away. Low picks up the kill eventually here. Good taunts come out. He needs to heal somehow though. Series did spot him there. He's healing off of Scuttlecrab. Jumps on his face. The shutdown comes out. You hate to see it. Well, that's going to be lights out for TM here. Already losing 3 members and Oli's trying to run away.
they kill. The AP carry only is going to fall here as well. Body slams back to the base. One Nexus turret left. That gets destroyed. Only the Nexus left up. And AV will be able to take down TM in game number 3.
Whilst everyone thinks, you know, you get out of bed every day, you talk about video games, this must be the dream job. Like, what people don't understand is shoutcasting can be hard.
Don't expect this to be an easy journey. You will suck. Everyone sucks.
There is no gospel behind shoutcasting. You don't have to do anything.
This is just a starting point. The rest is up to you.